Okay, everyone. So we're going to start with our centering by coming down to our backs and just getting into the most comfortable position for yourself. And getting out any little wiggles or adjustments that you need to get fully comfortable. Let's take a nice big belly filling breath in through our nose, holding that breath at the top for a count of 3. And then when you're ready, exhale through the mouth. Nice big sigh or nice big exhale. All right, and I want you to repeat that breath at your own pace 2 more times. Inhaling through the nose, holding the breath at the top, and exhaling the full breath out the mouth. And just allowing our bodies to connect with our mat, allowing our bodies to melt. And visualizing that our prana is flowing through our whole body. So visualize that breath reaching down to the tips of the toes, to the fingertips, all the way up to the crown of the head. And just staying in this space of following your breath around your body. Moving the soles of our feet together, coming into our reclined cobbler, just allowing the knees to be heavy. We'll reach our arms over our head, just allowing arms to connect down to the mat or to the ground. Bringing your breath into the hips, into the pelvis. And again, just watching or visualizing that breath reaching those spaces. A few more breaths here. We're going to lengthen our legs out, bringing both of our heels to the bottom left corner of the mat. We'll reach our arms up to the top left corner of the mat. Just creating that half moon. And bringing our breath into our right side, into that right rib cage. Take a nice, slow, long inhale in. And as we exhale, we'll start shifting our body over to the opposite side. So the ankles coming down to that bottom right corner, wrists up to the top right corner. And this time, bringing the breath into that left side, into the left rib cage. Big breath in. Exhale, come to center, interlacing our fingers, pushing our palms to the back of the room, reaching our toes, creating that nice big Sunday morning stretch. You can even give the toes a little wiggle if you like. Good. And allow everything to melt. We'll put a bend into the knees, walking the heels towards the bottom. Arms come down to our sides, pushing up into our bridge pose. You can connect your hands underneath your bottom if you like. Just keeping those knees pointed up to the sky. Okay. I want you to pull your pelvis or your abdomen in towards your spine, engaging your core. Good. And release. You might find that your glutes tighten at the same time. Good. Again, we're going to pull the abdomen in, engaging the core. And this time, also engaging the glutes if you weren't already. And release. Good. One last time. Pull everything in, tightening the glutes. This time also tightening the quads, pulling that core in. Good. Releasing the hands, and now nice and slow, let's roll down one vertebrae at a time until we connect our tailbone down to the mat and bringing our shins parallel to the ceiling, keeping our knees tight together, arms out into T position. We're going to drop those legs over to the right side of the mat and bring our gaze over our left fingertips. Allowing the body to release into the twist. Keeping the knees nice and tight together. Let's inhale them to center. Exhale, release over to the left side of the mat. And this time bringing the gaze over the right fingertips. And again, allowing your body to release into the twist or melt. Keeping the knees tight together. Let's inhale the legs to center. Exhale, releasing the feet onto the mat. We're going to reach those right fingertips up to the sky, really pointing through those toes. So we're getting nice and long through the shins. And pushing through the heel. Point through the toes. And one more time through the heel. Good. Let's make circles in one direction with our ankle. And in the other. Good. Coming to stillness, that right ankle is going to come below the left knee as we come into our reclined pigeon. Keeping the hips squared off at the ceiling. And today, if you want to try and challenge yourself a little bit more, you can take your hands and wrap them around the shin of the left leg. Bringing your breath into those spaces you feel lengthening. Nice big breath in. Exhale, releasing both feet back down to the mat. We're going to point those left toes up to the sky. And push through the heel. And point through the toes. And last time through the heel. Make circles in one direction with the ankle and in the other. Good. Coming to stillness, bringing that left ankle below the right knee, coming into our reclined pigeon, keeping those hips squared off with the ceiling. If you'd like to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can take those hands and bring them around your shin of your right leg. This brings you a little deeper into the left glute. Couple more breaths. Good. And release both feet to the floor. Arms come out into T position, keeping the feet, the soles of the feet connected to the mat. We're going to drop the knees over to the left side. Your right hip can lift, but I want you to keep the feet firmly planted. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, release over to the right side. Inhale, knees center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. And inhale to center. Exhale to your happy baby. And today, if you want to bring a gentle rock from side to side, feel free. Few more breaths here. Coming to stillness, we'll bring those knees into the chest. Hands come behind those knees. We're going to rock from front to back. Doing this a few times. You can even come into plow pose if you want, bringing your legs behind the head. Just playing with that rocking motion. And then we'll come up into seated. And I have a full-time sidekick today. All right, sitting nice and tall. Finding those sit bones, making sure that you're seated back on them. Good. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. Now we're going to inhale those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale around and back. Inhale up. Exhale around and back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale around and back. Good. Bringing our arms straight out in front of us, right elbow into the left as we come into our eagle arms, bringing those elbows up to shoulder height. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit further, we can lift those elbows up a little bit higher, just being mindful of the space in our shoulders. Good. And lower the elbows back to shoulder height. Big breath in. Exhale, reaching the arms out, switching sides, left elbow into right this time. And again, bringing those elbows up to shoulder height to start. And then if you want to challenge yourself further from there, you can lift those elbows up higher. Again, being mindful of the shoulders. Lowering the elbows down. And release the arms. Let's give those shoulders a little shake out, front to back, back to front. Good. Left hand connects down to the mat. Inhale, right fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, hinging over the left side, really reaching through those right fingers, like you want to reach across the room. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhaling the right hand down to the mat. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, hinging over the right side. Again, really reaching through those fingers, getting nice and long. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, release. Good. Right hand to the left knee, left hand behind us. Big breath in. Exhale, coming into our twist. Using that left knee for some leverage. Being that it's close to Halloween, you can think it's almost like a little exorcist pose. Big breath in. Exhale, flow all the way over to the other side. Breath in. Exhale to center, coming out into staff pose. Legs straight out in front of us. If you want to give your legs a little more of a stretch, you can curl the toes back and push through the heels. Hands come down to our sides, putting a little bit of pressure into the mat, bringing those shoulders away from the ears. Gaze is forward facing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing your breath into those spaces that are lengthening. It might be your hamstrings or calves or both. Starting from the tailbone, nice and slow, we're going to roll ourselves back up to seated, shoulders up to the ears, around and back. Taking the right foot, stepping it over the left side. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right leg. Our right hand can come behind us to support us. Big breath in. Exhale, let's return that gaze over the right shoulder. Breath in. Exhale back to center, right foot to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. We're going to allow our hands to connect down to the ground. We're going to use them to walk us back up to center. Good. And stretching out the right leg, left foot steps over the right side, right elbow to the outside of the left leg, left hand behind us, big breath in. Exhale, bringing that gaze back over the left shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale, return back to center. That left foot to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Good. Using the hands, we'll walk ourselves back up to center, connecting our feet, coming into our cobbler. Good. I want you to bring your hands to your knees and just give a little extra pressure, just trying to open up the hips and the groin a little further. If you have yoga sandbags, this is a great time to use them too, because you can use them on top of your knees for a little extra weight. People use usually between 5 and 10 pounds per side, if it's comfortable for you. A couple more breaths. Good. And release. We'll give a gentle pulse to the legs. Perfect. All right, coming to stillness, we'll come over to our tabletop. Good. Making sure those toes are curled under. Good. And pull those belly buttons into the spine. Inhale to our cow. Exhale, cat. Nice and slow movements here. Noticing the movement between your cat and cow. Inhale to your cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Coming back to our tabletop, we're going to sit onto our heels, keeping those toes curled under, bringing our hands down to our bottom behind our back, and we're just going to give a gentle pull down towards our bottom. Big breath in. Exhale, release, coming back to the tabletop. We're going to reach that right hand forward, left hand back, coming into our pointer dog. And trying to keep that left hip down. Sometimes it wants to roll up or open. Just trying to keep those hips parallel to the mat. Good. Let's bring that right elbow to the left knee. And extend. Put a bend into the left knee. We're going to reach the right hand back to touch the left foot. Release into pointer dog. Right elbow to the left knee. And extend. Put a bend into the left knee. Reach the right hand back for the left foot. Good. We're going to do one more flow through like this. Back to our pointer dog. Right elbow, left knee. Extend. Bend into the left knee, reaching the right hand back for the right foot. Back to the pointer dog. Good. Right hand connects to our mat, rolling open into our modified half moon. Good. Now let's take that left elbow to the left knee and extend. Elbow to knee, extend. Good. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good job. And we'll come back over, bringing our left knee back down to the mat. Right leg extends behind us. Left hand comes forward. It's the same flow through. Let's bring that left elbow to the right knee. Extend to pointer dog. Bend into the right knee. Reach the left hand back for the right foot. Release into pointer dog. Left elbow, right knee. Extend. Bend into the right knee. Reach that hand back again. Release into our pointer dog. Left elbow, right knee. Bend into the knee. Reach the left hand back to the right foot. Coming back to our pointer dog. Release the left hand. Opening up into your modified half moon. Right elbow to right knee. Good. Elbow to knee. We're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Connecting the right hand back down to the mat. Release the right knee. Pushing up into our down dog. Let's take the dog for a walk. Good. Coming to stillness. We're going to try something a little different today. So let's take that right ankle and bring it behind the left ankle. So you're crossing your ankles. Good. We're going to roll forward into plank and then open up to the right side, coming into your side plank. Good. It's a fun little one. Good. Back to plank. Back to our down dog. Good. We're going to do this one more time. Roll forward into plank. And then roll into the right side as we come into our side plank. Beautiful. Back to plank. And then to our down dog, release the right foot down to the mat. Let's give our dog a little walk. Coming to stillness. Left ankle comes behind the right ankle. Roll forward into plank. This time we're going to roll into the left side, coming into our side plank. Okay, back to plank. Down dog. Good. One more flow through. Coming to plank. Roll to the left side. Back to plank. Down dog. Release the left foot. Good. We're going to bring our knees to the width of the mat. Coming into a passive child's pose. Just allowing everything to melt. Tuning in with our breath. Curl those toes under. Push up, down dog. Right leg, 3-legged dog. And we'll bring that right knee forward for mountain climber. Right leg, 3-legged dog. Let's take that right leg over the left side for our flip dog. Right leg, 3-legged dog. And we'll step that right foot forward, inhaling up to our high lunge. Exhale, get low in the left heel. Beautiful. These look fantastic. Hands come to heart center. We're going to take that left elbow and bring it to the outside of the right leg. Let's bring that left hand down to the inside of the right foot, reaching the right fingers up to the sky. Good. Right hand also comes to the inside of the right foot. We're going to drop that left heel down, inhaling up to our triangle. Exhale the breath out. Beautiful. Left hand connects to the right hand. We're going to put a bend back into the right front knee, hands to either side of the right foot. Let's step back into our down dog and take the dog for a walk. Good. Coming to stillness, left leg, 3-legged dog. Bring that left knee forward for mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog, and let's bring it over for our flip dog. Beautiful. Left leg, three-legged dog, and let's step that left foot forward. Inhaling up to our high lunge. Exhale, get low in that right heel. Hands to heart center. Right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Right hand to the inside of the left foot. Left fingers reach for the sky. Good. Left hand also comes to the inside of the left foot. We're going to drop that back right heel as we inhale up to our triangle. Exhale the breath out. Right hand comes down to the left. Put a bend back into that left front knee. Hands to either side of the left foot. Let's step back down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Take a couple breaths here. Curl the toes under, push back down dog, looking between our thumbs. Let's hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Let's make sure our feet are hip width apart. Sitting back into our chair pose, reaching our hands up to the sky. Tuck the tailbone under, pull that belly button in. Get a little lower. Good. All right, we're gonna bring those hands back to heart center. We're gonna try and come into our wide leg squat from here. If you need to bring your feet further apart, you absolutely can. Just try and keep them closer together. Elbows to the inside of the knees. Taking a couple breaths here. Big breath in. Exhale back to our chair, reaching back through the arms. Good. Tuck that tailbone under. Big breath in. Exhale back to your wide leg squat. Hands are at heart center and elbows to the inside of the knees. Big breath in. Exhale back to chair, reaching through the arms. I promise this is the last one. Big breath in. Exhale to your squat. Let's connect those hands down to the mat. We're going to push our bottom up to the sky, bringing our feet to the width of the mat as we come into our ragdoll. Good. Allow everything to become heavy. Allow the arms to be heavy, the head. Feeling that spine lengthening. Good. Hands connect down to the mat. We're going to step back into our down dog. And we're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra, taking a few breaths. If it's comfortable, bringing the gaze up to the sky. Nice and slow, bring the gaze forward, push back down dog. Good, looking between our thumbs, we're gonna hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Good. So making sure you have some room behind you. If you're about mid-mat, make sure you come a little further up to the top. We're going to come into our tree pose, starting with our left leg. If it's been a while, try bringing that left foot just to the upper inner thigh, just to see how it feels. If it doesn't feel good or your pants are slippery and your foot keeps sliding, don't worry. And we are going to transition to this to warrior two, so keep that in mind and what feels most comfortable for you. Pushing through the crown of the head, hands are at heart center, finding our drishti. Couple more breaths here. Taking our time, big breath in. Exhale, step that left foot back, coming into our warrior two. Beautiful. Flow back, reverse warrior. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to flow all the way into our triangle. Beautiful movement, very nice. Big breath in. Exhale to warrior one, hips are forward facing. Good. Hands come to heart center. Nice and strong. We're going to come up into our warrior three. Trying to keep that left hip down. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring ourselves up into standing, bringing that left knee into our chest for a hug. Left hand grabs the left big toe, coming up into our Supta Padangusthasana. And release into mountain. Beautiful, good job. All right, let's roll out the ankles, roll out the toes. Root that left foot. So we're going to try the same thing again. If it's not comfortable for you to bring your right foot up to your left inner thigh, don't worry about it. Or if the pants are really slippery, I know that's a thing too. But if you can, give it a try. Get this slippy, slippy. All right, hands are at heart center. Big breath in. Exhale the right foot back into our warrior two. Flow back, reverse warrior. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming up into our warrior three. We're trying to keep that right hip down. Big breath in. Exhale, flow that right knee into your chest for a hug. And right hand to right big toe, coming back to our Supta Padangusthasana, or hand to big toe pose. And release into mountain. Good flow, beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Taking a few breaths here. Flow back to your down dog. Looking between your thumbs, we'll hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to float through all the way to our up dog or cobra. Couple breaths here. Into our down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we're going to hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Flow to your plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhaling up to our cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Engage the biceps. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. One more time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Flow back, down dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that right knee forward for mountain climber. Right leg, three-legged dog, and bring it over for a flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that right foot forward as we inhale up to our warrior two. Exhale that breath out. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale to your tree pose. Feel free to come to either the calf or the upper inner thigh. Hands to heart center. Release the left foot into mountain. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale to down. Left leg, three-legged dog. Left knee comes forward for mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that left leg over for our flip dog. Good. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that left foot forward as we inhale up to our warrior two. Exhale that breath out. Inhale, warrior one. Good. We're going to exhale to our tree. Hands to heart center. Release the right foot to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Connecting our hands to the mat, putting some softness into the knees. We're just going to shift our weight from side to side or into circles. Just moving around on our feet. Coming to stillness, we'll come down into kneeling. We're going to get ourselves set up into our Lord of Fish pose. So if you have a pillow, just put onto your blocks. That would be my preference for today, pillow or bolster. If you don't, you can go straight blocks, but I would prefer you to have a pillow if you can. So that top block goes to medium height, the lower block on the lowest height. And then we're going to sit our pillow or our bolster on top. And when we come over, we're going to bring the small of our back up to our pillow. And nice and slow, we're going to lean ourselves back. Just watch with the pillows and the bolsters. They sometimes have a habit of slipping. We're going to start with our knees bent, opening our arms up in T position, palms facing back. Noticing our breath. Allowing it to flow. Feeling the energy or the prana flowing through your body. And we're going to lengthen out those legs, allowing the ankles to soften. Visualize as you're bringing your breath in through your nose that it's coming up the front of the forehead, around the crown of the head, and all the way down the spine into your tailbone. And as you exhale, visualize that breath coming from your tailbone, up your spine, up the back of your neck, the crown of your head, and back through your nose. Keep visualizing the breath flowing like this. It's coming through your Kundalini breath. Take 2 more inhales and exhales like this. After your second breath is complete, you can decide where you'd like to bring your legs and arms. So whether you'd like your hands on your tummy or your heart center or beside you, you can have your legs lengthwise or cross leg or cobbler, whatever feels best for you. Using this pose now as a restorative pose. Stay here for a few more breaths. Using our hands to push ourselves back up into seated. If your legs aren't crossed, do cross them or put them into easy pose. We'll inhale those arms up. As we exhale, we're going to point the fingers down the spine. Inhale, fingers up to the sky. Exhale, fold, reaching through the hands. Using our hands to walk ourselves back to seated. We're going to get ourselves set up for our Shavasana. So you can use your bolster pillows underneath your knees or underneath your ankles, whatever's comfortable. If you have any eye pillows or sweaters or anything you need, now is the time to do that. Just getting out any wiggles or adjustments that you need to as you prepare yourselves for Shavasana or for corpse pose. To come to stillness. Tuning back in with your breath, your heart center. Staying in stillness and bringing our awareness back to our breath. Noticing the rise and fall of our chest and our tummy. Notice the inhales compared to the exhales. Take a nice, slow, long, gentle belly filling breath in. Exhaling it out. And bringing some gentle movements to your fingers and your toes. And you can roll out your wrists and your ankles. Coming back to stillness, we'll bring our awareness to our heart center. Thinking about something that made us happy today. It can be big or little, simple as a good cup of tea or coffee. And allow that good thing to build in your heart center. Allow it to grow. Allow it to turn into happiness and happiness to turn into joy. Allow those feelings to grow and expand, reaching all the way down to the tips of your toes, to your fingertips, all the way up to the crown of your head. Allow that feeling of happiness and joy to cross your face, bringing a smile to your lips. And genuinely bring that smile there. Feel that smile, feel the happiness. Allowing that feeling of happiness to glow, to grow and radiate. Staying here for a few breaths, just in this positive space, this comfortable space. Another nice, slow, long, gentle belly filling breath in. And as we exhale, we'll come over to our right side. Staying here for a few more breaths. A nice, slow, long belly filling breath in. And as we exhale, taking our time, we're going to push ourselves up into seated. Good. And bringing our hands to heart center, giving ourselves thanks for making time for ourselves in our practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. All right.